Number 5. But what could it be? What could it be? Oh, snap! Xenosaga! I thought this was one of the greatest RPGs ever! I know, I hurt your feelings so much. I know, I'm sorry. Wait, what am I saying? I'm not sorry, this game's a piece of garbage. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Let me explain something to you. There is a difference between a story that is tortuously labyrinthian and a story that's deep. Xenosaga is definitely an example of the former. This story is not well written. I don't care what you people would like to believe, it just isn't. I don't know where they got the idea that technobabble was comparable to smart writing. Let me tell you, they were fucking wrong. But if you really like technobabble, if you're a big fan of nonsensical jargon, then by God, you're gonna have a fucking orgasm in the first 30 seconds of this game, and every 30 seconds after that. Because you are just barraged with that shit in this game. I mean fucking barraged. They just throw fucking made-up terms at you every fucking sentence. It is so obnoxious, it's so annoying, and it's so lazy when it comes to writing. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It just pisses me off just thinking about it. What the fuck were they thinking? If I'm playing a video game, you know, a recreational activity, I shouldn't have to read a fucking encyclopedia to know what the shit you are talking about. If I wrote a sci-fi story, I would not expect my readers to have a vast knowledge in fucking quantum mechanics, okay? And what's worse, in this game, it's not even real quantum mechanics. It's just made up bullshit. And what's even worse is that the characters, oh my god, the way that they convey these lines, it's just like it's the most serious, most important thing that they've ever said in their life. And they just tell it with the most unwavering conviction that just makes the whole fucking thing sound ridiculous. I mean, can you people hear yourselves? Do you know how dumb you sound when you're saying these ridiculous lines? But I guess this isn't entirely true, since, to be fair, it really only accounts for 50% of the lines. You see, when they're not hitting you with copious amounts of overly dramatic flair, the rest of the time it seems like they're all doped up on Quaaludes and either don't understand their lines or don't care. So this happened, and then this other thing happened, and then this happened. What? Really? Are you serious? How could that be? Yes, I'm completely serious. It really did happen. Really? Holy shit! And when they're not hitting you with some information on what they did with the intergalactic Illudium Q-36 space modulator, they're giving you some bullshit, some made-up crap that they got out of the Bible. Like, oh, let's just have a Bible verse here. Oh, that's so deep. We'll just mix religion in there. We'll make it much deeper. Seriously? Do you understand how tacked on and retarded that seems? Yes, Japan, I know the Da Vinci Code sold a lot of copies, but you're not Dan Brown, and I'm not a fucking moron. So we've got this vile concoction of pseudoscience, cod philosophy, and invented theology. And what do we have left over to round out the package? Surprisingly enough, not a whole lot. You would think with a game that fails so miserably when it comes to storytelling, that they would have something, anything, that would push the game in a more compelling direction. Like, for example, an interesting combat system that's fun. Well, you're not going to find that here either. No. No, because the combat in this game is fucking boring as hell. It's slow, it's monotonous, and it's just not fun, frankly. And it's not even slow in the Shin Megami Tensei kind of slow, where it's just slow because normal battles take forever because they're so fucking hard. No, it's not like that. This game is slow because the animations are so goddamn long that it takes for fucking ever to do regular fucking attacks. Just think for a second. Think if in Final Fantasy VII, a normal attack took... No. Strike that. Think if every attack, every special move, everything, took as long as Knights of the Round. Just think about that for a second. Let that sink in. It would be terrible! You'd want to shoot yourself in the face! And that's what it's fucking like in this game. It's ridiculous! It takes 5 minutes to kill fucking normal enemies not because they're hard. No, they're fine. The difficulty is not really there. It just takes forever because the animations are so fucking long. Yeah, thank you, developers. Yeah, I'm sure everyone wants to see this animation because it's so good. I'm sure they want to see it over and over and over. You do understand that in a game like this, people are going to be fighting a lot of enemies, and therefore we're going to be seeing the same things over and over. So you might want to cut that animation time down just a smidge. Just a thought, just throwing it out there. Although, now that I think about it, I guess I could understand why they might not think it was a huge deal. They probably just realized that, hey, it's okay, because 50% of this game is just fucking cutscene! Sorry about that. Moving on. I guess I could talk about the fact that most of the game has basically no music. I guess they were under the impression that people really dig ambient space noises. I mean, that's pretty much the same thing as music, right? Right? It absolutely amazes me how many bad design choices were made in this game. Just across the board, it's simply a terrible, terrible game from top to bottom. And that is why the magnum opus that is Xenosaga is a giant, steaming pile of shit. Really? Holy shit!